Hello, and welcome back to another reimagined Premier League team's logo. A reimagined Premier League team logo. Yeah, that is correct. This week we are in Southampton. We're looking at the Saints, and here is their logo as it stands. Several components to this logo. As you can well see, we've got a halo at the top, followed by the football, the red and white scarf, the shield. Within the shield, we've got a tree at the top with some water motif, a bit of land, trusty flower. If I'm honest, I'm not really sure what variety of flower that is. I'm going to guess a rose, but it could be anything because I don't know. And then we've got the club name in a little banner wrapped around the bottom third there of the badge. This logo has been pretty much the same for a while, but as always, let's dive into the history and have a look at that. So here's the history. So from the mid-70s, it is as we pretty much know it today. We've got a subtly different football, different line weight across the logo, different typography at the bottom. I'd say there's a bit more detail in the original, possibly, especially if the tree looks a bit brainish, and the football's obviously a bit different. And then from the late 90s, that logo is pretty much as we know it today. I don't think there's any difference there. I can't see any difference. If you're a Southampton supporter, I can't seem to get my words out right. Let me know if there's a difference at all from the 90s version to the version we have today. Obviously, midway through, on the cusp here, we've got 125 year special edition with a bit of bling thrown in for good measure. You can't go wrong with a bit of gold. Look at that gradient. Oh, mama. Beautiful. So, as always, let's have a closer little goosey gander at the logo. Yeah. As with most weeks, I think this logo is too busy. We can simplify this and reduce it right back. I want to keep the essence of the logo, but I want to have it scaling better, and I want it to have better impact and easier to digest. Seems like a fair hope for a logo. So as always, we dive into Procreate and I started doodling, so keeping the various components. This little number is what I liked the look of, so I started to put my little lines on it to mask out the components, which led me down to this little avenue, which led me down this little avenue, which led me to here. Surprise, surprise. So let's have a look at this in comparison to the current logo. And here we have it, boys and girls. So here is the original Southampton logo. Let me get my mouse off of that. And we've got my reimagined version. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. We're week 17 of the Premier League of this series. We've done 16 teams prior to this. And yeah, I think might look a little bit immature possibly. But I think if we're trying to include so many components in one logo, it's going to be a bit of a joke, isn't it? Let's be honest. I think it scales really nicely. I think the components are recognisable still. And I think this is a successful campaign. Next week we have got Spurs, and obviously if you've been following football branding recently, they have done a whole exercise in changing their logo. So let's hope I can mix it up again a little bit, maybe. We'll see. We've got, that'll be week 18. Then we've only got a couple of weeks left. So I hope everyone's ready for Christmas. Yeah, you've been good. You're on the good list, I hope. And as I mentioned last week, I think it is, I'm going to start to include ideas for the next logo series. I'm going to probably put it in the writing in the descriptions of these videos. And then for the last video, so that'll be Wolves, I'll include a slide. Well, I'll include a slide containing all the reimagined logos from the Premier League. And then I'll include a slide with my proposed options for the next series. So I think I mentioned the other day that's some board games, some classic family favourite board games. The top 5 teams from the top 4 alternative leagues across Europe. Car logos or NBA. If any of those particularly fancy, let me know below. Otherwise, like I say, cast your vote in a couple of weeks' time. Alright guys, thanks for bearing with me. Let's hope my cold clears up soon, and I'll catch you next time at Spurs. Take care. Bye bye.